The Rhodes Big Build project has really transformed Rhodes House.
The building is approaching 100 years in age, and it hadn't really been touched during that period.
As the activity and the trust expanded, we realized that we were outgrowing the house.
There was this need to give the building its 100-year service, but also look at ways we could develop so that the building could be prepared for the coming 100 years.
The aim of the project is to be a gathering space and a hub for all of our communities. We're gathering our Rhodes Scholars much more than we did in the past. Our various partner programs also convene in Oxford, and so we are welcoming both scholars and fellows.
Honestly, it's been beautiful to see what Rhodes House now looks like after the big build.
My initial thought was, wow, I was absolutely blown away by how much work had been done.
I love the way the garden has sort of become this place for modern art, for new art exhibits, and it just seems to have given the Rhodes House a fresh lease of life.
It's actually doubled the usable space of the house, and we've done that while respecting the lovely heritage architecture of Herbert Baker's design.
One of the things that struck me when I first got engaged with the project was just how original the building was. Really forced us to be incredibly diligent and careful about actually the degree to which we change the house.
Trying to get planning permission for a Tier 2 starred historic building is not an easy task.
The importance that was placed on it by the City of Oxford and by Historic England, they were all over us at the beginning of the design process and the planning process. We actually got a much better scheme as a result of that.
There were definitely moments when we all thought, goodness, this may not actually happen. We had to make major changes to the design. The sunken residential courtyard was something that was not originally part of the design. It was going to be above ground.
And that not only meant that we were able to enhance the views of the rampart and of the house, but it meant that we got these incredibly sustainable, earth-sheltered rooms.
When you walk out of a bedroom, you look up and you see a view of Rhodes House that nobody's ever seen before.
I love the rotunda stair, purely because it is a very bold intervention, but it has been done so beautifully. It is a work of art.
For me, the most exciting feature is the garden pavilion. It is such a striking design. We're seeing these beautiful reflections of Rhodes House in the structural glass walls. That kind of conversation between old and new is really very beautiful.
The new building really offers an inclusive space, an exciting new area for all of us to explore.
The opening up of Rhodes House, the rejuvenation, it allows us to present ourselves as a trust of the future, a trust that is open to having these difficult conversations. And I'd say a lot of the architecture in the new build reflects that. There's a lot of glass, there's a lot of this focus on transparency and this focus on openness.
We want to create opportunities for connection, physical and virtual.
Rhodes House is at the heart of the scholarship. It is the place where we build our community. Having this new space is just going to improve the scholar experience.
Allowing people to come in to visit exhibitions and actually helping to convey what the Rhodes Trust stands for in the 21st century. We really have got state-of-the-art contemporary spaces. We've got conservation, we've got restoration. It's all been done to the highest possible standard, and it's one that I think will remain with me for life. I feel incredibly proud of this project.